I'm your host, Sharada Devi, of the Born to Be Free podcast that serves as a bridge between the ancient and the new era, a confluence of opposites where all is seen as sacred and every experience is meant to catapult you into your supreme destiny. Welcome, everyone. I'm Sharada Devi, the host of the Born to Be Free podcast, and I'm here with a very special guest, a very special person. Her name is Euphrasia Niyaki, also known as Efu. Many people know her as Efu in the world of somatic experiencing and family constellation, ancestry. And it's such an honor to have you here with us today, dearest Efu, who took the time to have this interview. Efu is traveling the world and supporting, guiding, sharing the tools of the somatic experiencing that support people in finding resource again in themselves, within the world to process trauma. And you have been doing this for the past 30 years almost, originally from Brazil.
Yeah.
Nowadays, world citizen, and you're also founder of the AFYA, the Holistic Healing Center, located in Brazil. And so we love to hear about everything. First of all, thank you so much for being here, Efu. And warm welcome. How are you today?
Very fine, Sharada. It's my honor to be here. Yes, I do a lot of trainings. I do a lot of even now I'm not home. I'm here in New York, doing a training of family constellation.
Mm,
It's my pleasure. It's my work. It's my life, and
mm,
I have a lot of pleasure seeing people being healed from traumas, wounds that are so deep. And
mm.
so, yes, thank you. I say yes and thank you.
I remember your offering during Navaratri, the 9 nights of the Goddess Festival online that we did last year, and you offered this group online family constellation. It was wow, like incredible. So moving. Everyone was crying
Yeah.
in grace, in gratitude. And it feels so special that you're going to be part of the faculty of the Mute, our golden womb, the trauma-informed sacred sexuality, Devi coaching certification, and offer family constellation somatic experiencing and background to a profound, important piece of this whole journey. So I would love to know, how did you start? Like, what was your spark in life? What brought you into the world of somatic experiencing, family constellation?
Mm. I think it started there from my really tribe, from where I was born. And I would say from the moment I was given name with my grandmothers.
Mm,
Like my name is I Neni, yeah. That it's a tribal name. Yeah, we don't have it written in our certificates because with the colonization, that name was not supposed to be written, which is fine, but it's written in my DNA. It's written in my heart, it's written in my body everywhere. So nobody can take it away. And it's like it talks about I, in that the word, the language, the Chaga language from the mountain Kilimanjaro, the slopes of the mountain Kilimanjaro. This Chaga language is called. When we say I, that means it's like I is the mystery.
mm,
Like this God, which is endless God,
mm,
uh, and it's with me,
mm.
in me. I
Ah,
name. The mystery is with me. Yeah, the mystery with me and is with me. So I always contemplate his name and I said, yeah, the mystery is with me. And so if the mystery is with me, I need to share it. I need to reveal it. I need to let people see that it's there. Life is mystery. Life is what is. And and that's it. That's what I reveal to people, that the mystery is here. And we cannot question the mystery, but we can manifest it, we can embrace it, we can say thank you to it. That is life. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where I start. And then
Um,
growing up in that area, in with the tribe or in within the tribe,
mm,
you learn a lot of healing, a lot of community living, a lot of rituals. And
mm,
those gave me roots,
mm,
background. Yeah. So then, of course, after adolescent, I'm sent out to the world by my ancestors, by my mother, father, and the clan and the ancestors. And I'm sent to secondary school, to the cities, and then eventually to New York, where I joined this religious congregation because I always felt like I want to also give my life in a big scale. And so then from New York, then it's like everywhere there's a little step, and then you climb another step.
mhm.
And that step of joining this religious congregation, which I'm grateful for because there's a lot of opening for me to be me. Yeah.
Mm,
Then I go to Brazil. And
mm,
then in Brazil, that's where I actually flourish because
mm,
then start working with the women in Brazil who have had a lot of traumas,
mm,
a lot of violence, suffered a lot of violence. And yet, with a lot of richness in them too, I started working with them. And that's where Somatic Experiencing and Family Constellation was born.
mm,
With them, I will give this, you know, honor to them. And then afterwards, I just went all over the world to take this work of healing.
mm.
As short, resume it.
Short and sweet and what a blessing.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Could you, just for like, if somebody is here today listening who doesn't know what somatic experiencing is and family constellation
Yeah.
and what that is and how it supported these women in Brazil who suffered a lot of trauma that.
Mm. So somatic experiencing, it's a method of healing trauma, which was founded by Peter Levine. And of course, Peter Levine met Porges, who are their good friends, Stephen Porges. And so there's some things that two of them have an agreement with, which I will also be mentioning. That in learning somatic experiencing, I also learned a lot from Stephen Porges, who is a good friend of Peter Levine,
Mm,
that are really, really very helpful for healing trauma. So this method is it's a body-oriented
mm,
method, and it's holistic
mm,
method of healing trauma, where we help people to be present. You know, when trauma, let's say this way, when trauma happened, we are dislocated from who we are to something else. Because trauma is any event that it is too much in our body. It's too much in our nervous system. It's too much for us to handle. Doesn't matter if it is really happened or it didn't happen or we imagined it to happen.
mm,
What is important is the impact that uh, trauma itself, that idea itself, that reaction. So the body reacts to it in order to defend itself for
mm,
life. Because we all have life, and life is so precious. So
mm,
it's all about life.
Mm.
It's all about life. So in order to defend life, there is a response to anything that will actually threaten our lives.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. In that response, if we cannot complete that response, then in between there, that's where the trauma is. If we
Mm.
could, so we are stuck, like we were stuck, like trying to defend ourselves. We're stuck, like we were trying to run. We're stuck, like we're like, oh my gosh, what happened? So we collapse also. So between fight, flight, collapse, and beyond that,
Mm.
then our spirit are completely crushed. We are no longer who we were. You know, we became more fearful. We don't trust people. We don't trust our own intuition.
Mm.
We don't have a limit. We don't respect other people's limit. So we don't live life. We are continuously trying to respond to that trauma that happened, whether it's from the little baby, from growing up, developmental, or also from an adult. We are constantly going back to defending life, over defending life.
Mm.
Naturally, yes, we defend life, but we overly defend it from that traumatic moment. So I always say that even our soul, sometimes it gets so tired because there's so much energy that has been generated. So
Mm.
it might even step out too much. The body is too small. The body is too suffering. So the soul just stepped out and watched your body trying to heal.
Mm.
And once the body is healed, the soul comes out and we flourish again. The somatic experiencing is this method that does that.
That's incredible. What a great
Right.
gift.
Yes, exactly. I try to explain a little bit what is trauma. In order to explain what is somatic, you
Yeah.
have to say what is trauma because
Yes.
somatic really work, particularly to heal traumas. Of course, it helps us to expand into beyond life,
Mm.
but that's what it is. That's why I went into both ends.
Mm.
Eh,
Mm.
if you have any question about this
Mm.
explanation, maybe the audience might not have captured something you felt like I didn't elaborate well, you can point it out anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful elaboration. And one point that I would point out is like the word trauma. I
Yeah.
feel like for many people, if they hear the word trauma, they're often referring to like this huge, massive event like war, rape. And I know many people, they say then, but I've never had a trauma. That's
Yeah.
not, to me, nothing big has happened. So I don't go into the category of needing that kind of support. What would you say to that? And to elaborate on the word trauma, like what we understand under the word trauma when we use this word in somatic experiencing, because it's different than what the general public, if I can say that,
Yes, yes, it's
is.
beautiful, beautiful, because that's so important. So that then, I would like to elaborate this as it's so important
Yeah.
that I always tell people we all have traumas.
Yeah.
Just the process of being born. You're in your mother's belly, you're sitting there very peacefully, quietly. And all of a suddenly, if you are born in the hospital, you come into this huge light that it's really your eyes, kills your eyes, your skin, and everything, and lots of big noise, and it's cold maybe, and it's just you come into the ambient that it's totally shocking to
Yeah.
your system.
Yeah.
So that those kind of things, it's whatever the nervous system actually interpret as too much, and it is indeed.
Mm.
Yeah, few in the daily life. I know from the moment you wake up, the moment you go to bed, you face so many little moments of traumatic events because look, you are. you're just kind of walking and walking like you're running to catch your bus, and then you hear the big blast like boom, and some explosion. You look back, you look forward, you don't see it. So that in itself, and you are running to catch a bus. You have no time to stop and discharge that energy of the blast that you had. We have all these blasts in the cities. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was whatever that was. Nowadays, any big loud noise, it steer out all the senses.
Mm.
Where, what, dangerous, not dangerous, So we continue with that energy of like here we call susto in Portuguese. That energy of like shock. Yeah,
Oh.
that shock. That energy of shock we stay with. So how many things happen to you every day like that? How many
Mhm.
little shocks? That is actually the system was overwhelmed, but we don't have time to stop it or to kind of let that energy complete in our body.
Mm.
Now, you go to work and then you talk to your boss and you say that, your boss look at you like, and they don't say anything. So, oh my gosh, I think am I going to be, like kicked out of job? And if I lose, then you start. If I lose my job, where am I
Yeah.
going to work? Where am I going to get money? My children. Everyone. You go on and on and on in the list just because of a look. There was a certain look, and this look maybe remind you of the look that your mom used to when you did things wrong, and uh, that's trauma. Those are the things we work with, and they're deep. Yeah. So I can go on and on this list of small things. You're with a group of friends, then they all invite each other to go out to eat lunch. And then you realize that they didn't let you know that they were going out.
Mm.
What happened? Oh my gosh, they excluded me. Oh,
Mm.
they don't like me anymore. And those are the traumas because they connect with our developmental traumas,
Mm.
from a childhood, what we suffered, and we didn't resolve. And that's all. Because that's it. It becomes even more because when the trauma is not healed from the moment it happened, it actually attracts the same energy of trauma. So it creates layers and layers and layers.
Mm.
Yeah. So I just want to complete this phrase, this explanation, by explaining a difference between us and the animals in the wild. And animals in Serengeti, for example, like running around, and it's the same thing. Every half hour, or maybe less than half hour, they suffer from uh, a traumatic event where an animal which needs food, if doesn't get the food, it's trauma for them.
Mm.
Yeah, the big animal, the predator,
Mm.
runs after the little rabbit.
Mm.
Now, the rabbit will run to its maximum to survive.
Yeah.
But when it feels, and when it's putting all this energy, that is the energy I'm saying. I'm talking about the run, the fight. And if it feels like it's actually almost caught, it will freeze.
Mm.
And then all that energy of running, fight, it's in the body. It's motivated by the adrenaline and many other hormones. Now, when it freezes, the other animal will not get them, so they go and look for another for another food. So this one, wherever they notice that they are safe, they search for a safe place, they shake off all the traumatic energy. Yeah, their body automatically will detect safety. Yeah, and with this safety liberate all of the traumatic energy out of the body. And then in 3 minutes, they're done. They continue with life again. And in another half an hour, they have to run again. And in another half an hour, the same thing happened. They have no walls, they
Mm.
have no places to hide,
Mm.
but that's the life they face.
Mhm.
And it's the same as us. In the daily life, we also have this wildness of the universe where we run around to and where there's a lot of possibilities. Now, the only difference is that the animals, they have no, well, their cortical brain is not so developed or sophisticated as ours. And therefore, they don't stop and tell story and run and
Mhm.
keep thinking. And no, they just shake off that energy. It's done. And then life continue again, more lighter from the physical place. For us human being, that energy doesn't get relieved. Yeah, it's not released. It continues. That's why I say the layers and layers and layers continue piling up. And therefore, with the reasoning, it's even getting worse. So, what we are copying from the animals is to teach people to liberate this energy from the nervous system. Not too much about the story. It's about how the nervous system can actually let go
Mhm.
of traumatic energy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think that might be clearer to people, yeah,
Yeah.
about this trauma. Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautifully explained and clearly laid
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, like the word somatic, or using the word somatic, and you were saying that like the word somatic means to, you have used it first to release the trauma and to go into the body to release the trauma from the body, but then
Yeah.
also like the other side to be able to live and expand and create
Yes.
resources.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Somatization. I think soma, yeah, that comes from a Greek word, I think,
But
soma,
in Sanskrit, soma is actually the moon, is the
the
nectar
moon.
of life, actually, soma
All
in
right,
Sanskrit.
exactly. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So what we somatize all in our body, the body somatize everything, whether
Mm,
it is trauma or it's life.
mm,
So now, what I think there's a word that we use a lot with the geniality of Peter Levine is very genius, really. The pendulation is
mm,
such a beautiful word.
mm,
It's such a beautiful process because we get stuck on the trauma with our cortical brain. We hold on the pain and all the harshness of the trauma event itself. However, I'll say if we can pendulate to resource, now we invite people to remember that actually at that moment, whatever happened, there was some support.
mm,
But because we were so involved in the trauma, the whole body was involved into trauma, couldn't see the resources, the support system. So what we do the best is to help them to pendulate back into that resource. Who was there that you can imagine they could support you? Maybe nobody was there. Can you imagine this person could not be there? Then we go to imagination. So
mm,
just pendulating from there, the body begins to release the energy of trauma. Yeah.
mm,
Just come off from thinking about trauma,
mm,
fixation, because trauma is also a fixation. We move into the other side. We move into the other type of somatization
mm,
that we already have in our body.
mm,
Yeah.
mm.
And then back and forth, the healing happened very nicely.
Very nicely. And what do you think about pleasure and sexuality and healing also trauma, like through the somatic and the pleasure which we are also embarking in the muse and the golden womb, introducing sacred sexuality as a means for healing and reconnection and remembrance of our essential wholeness. I'd love to hear your your view on this matter.
Yes. It's a very interesting, it's beautiful and
Uh-huh,
interesting concept.
uh-huh. And I'm
The-
talking more about self pleasure here, like the self love, self touch,
I know,
foremost.
I know.
And then later, of course, also partner, and yeah.
Sure. Yes, 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 yeah. I'm starting from this place of trauma itself, actually, energy of trauma.
Mm,
So we are so used to talk more about pain
mm,
and discomfort in
mm,
the body. Mhm.
mm,
So when you ask people how they're feeling, rarely people will say, "I feel so good."
mm,
People will always begin to tell you how badly they feel about what, about this, about that, how tired they are. You can count. When you get to a group, the first thing you do, how are you? Tired, not well, I'm suffering, I lost this, I lost that. And then I actually will usually pendulate and go to the other side of the circle and see if there's anybody else can say something.
mhm,
Yeah. Yeah. Because if I want to come to that
mhm,
place. Okay. So when we, yeah, because of trauma
mm,
uh, and pain, we immediately actually go to that part where to have been, where we are holding the pain and trauma and suffering. Mm. So when we are bringing people to the place of pleasure, the
mm,
place of relaxing, to
mm,
a place of well-being,
mm,
it's, you can see how hard it is. They come there.
mm.
Oh, okay. At least the phrase. I don't, oh, okay. That they stay, you can use resource and all that. And they say, I don't feel that pain anymore. Okay. But it's a negative phrase. I don't feel that pain anymore. But they're still talking about pain.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
That's how fixated we are.
Fixation is there in the pain.
Fixation is there. And I will say, oh, you don't feel that pain anymore. Removing the word pain now because you don't feel it anymore.
Mm,
What are you feeling?
mm,
What I'm doing, I'm leading them into pleasure.
mm,
And then they will say, yeah, it moves somewhere else. The pain moves somewhere else. I say, yes, let's not follow it yet. Let's stay with the place where the pain was and it's no longer there, but it's there. This is my tricky of getting people to go in the
Love it.
sensation of pleasure.
Mm,
So if they can stay there
mm,
a little longer, and I invite them to really stay there a little longer, to discover the comfort, the relaxation, the pleasure, the well-being, which is like, it's like orgasm of life. And
mm,
that 1 second of a breath is like, oh my gosh, it feels so good. It's in 1 second. You
mm,
can enjoy that. So I want to take people to that place
mm,
because we have forgotten that.
mm,
Because of so much layer of pain, 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 even though maybe that pain, pain, pain could be actually a memory of it,
mm,
not necessarily a pain.
mm,
Yeah. So I hold people there with resources. And
mm,
when they get there, I
mm,
want them to stay there. I could spend the rest of the time there.
mhm.
And they're like, well, but I want to tell you another story. But leave it for tomorrow. Let's stay here. Let's stay here with the pleasure. Okay? And so it is the hardest thing to do, I'm telling you. It's easier to talk about pain, hard to stay in the pleasure. They both start with P. So I hope people are listening very careful at this. This is a very base thing. Yeah. And so when I'm able to stay there and they enjoy it, you can see the changes in their face.
Mm,
You can feel everything dropping. You can feel it in your own body, how everything is dropping. And when they're able to stay there, it's true they don't want to get off of there anymore. They're like, wow, how did I spend all of my life not discovering that there's something like this
mm,
in my own body? And these, again, when I'm talking about, these are women who have been married with their partners who really have sexual fantasy
Mm.
because they think they're feeling pain, but they're again thinking that they are enjoying pleasure, but they're enjoying pleasure just like they have a memory of pain. Yeah, and are trying to replace that, but it cannot be. So when they can stay in pleasure, actually they can tolerate pain for real,
Mm.
and then their nervous system expands, and then they let go of that pain.
Mm.
So being able to tolerate pleasure is going to help them to tolerate pain as well, but not to just go too deep. When they tolerate it a little bit, it's gone. And then they can navigate now back and forth. Because life also has some moments of pain, and we can actually feel it just shortly, and then we let go of it. Otherwise, we just want to go back. It's almost like a curiosity of it. Yeah. So that's how it begins. And that's a pleasure of life, of every minute. Small pleasures, I call them. Like that.
Mm. Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. 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 Mm.
You feel your body, the energy dropping, the
Mm.
muscles relaxing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I can feel my waistline also just having like tingling, and that's a very nice sensation. I can feel my legs relaxing. Ah. Ah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? You
Yeah.
feel it. We
Yeah.
talk about did you have to feel it?
Mm.
That is somatic.
Mm.
Talk about pleasure, I have to feel it in my body, even if it's 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 1 minute. Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Very good. Yes. And then you can feel your body adjust.
Yeah.
It's almost like, yeah, there's more space now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no space. There's a movement. There's more space. Yeah.
We're
Isn't that
flowing,
amazing?
we're
It,
burping, we're discharging technical.
this magic.
It's somatic.
Somatic, that's somatic. We just did a mini session here, just talking about pleasure. I'm bringing us from that. Can we come to the pleasure?
Yeah.
And that's it. We experience it. Yeah.
And then that moment, like where we are starting to resolve and feel and allow and welcome the pleasure,
Mhm.
sometimes there one can get stuck or frozen. Like it's that moment where where we ourselves stop ourselves from
Yeah. Mhm.
feeling, allowing for the pleasure. And that's
Right.
trauma, right? The
Yeah. They stop that. Yeah.
stopping.
That's a trauma. It's another layer, not just because we started with trauma. And then you pendulate to this place of relaxation where pleasure is. And then we the body itself actually pendulate to stuck again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stuck. And you can see literally like your body was
Yeah.
moving, turning up for this.
Yeah.
And and all of a suddenly, then You go. I see you looking.
Mm.
And I'm like, are you seeing an image? You remembering something?
Mm.
Memory?
Yeah.
They say, yep, I see the image. All right, let's explore that. So we go with it, we flow with it, right? We explore it, and then we pendulate back again to relaxation, to liberate. As we are moving from this fixation, we visit it, we acknowledge it. So we're not running away from the trauma. We visit it, we acknowledge it, welcome it. We see the capacity of the body to hold it. And then we pendulate back again to relaxation, to well-being. And on the way, then those discharges happen.
Mm.
Yeah? There's a
Mm.
lot of liberation of energy,
Mm.
the trauma. Mm. Yeah. And then you stay back again. So you can do like 3 of those pendulation if they happen. And then that's good. We said we end with pleasure.
And with pleasure.
We end with pleasure. So you can go feeling like, wow, pleasure and groundedness. Mm.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
this is why I have to say something very important so people can hear this and understand. There are people who, because of so much trauma, they have actually they dissociated because it's too much to be in a trauma in the painful place. They dissociate. It was too much. In the dissociation, they actually created their own type of pleasure,
Mm.
but it is very much cortical type of. So we want to help them to bring that in the body
Mm.
so they can let go of it. Hmm? So whenever you talk to them, they go to this place
Mm.
where they just go. They
Mm.
created a space where I don't want to feel anything anymore, but I see beautiful flowers, I see beautiful moon, I see beautiful. You see everything beautiful, but you don't bring it to the body because the body is dangerous place
Mm.
to be.
Mm.
Yeah. So also we need to be capable of helping them to bridge.
Mm.
These are the people who might have even sexual fantasy and they continue repeating traumatic event constantly, but
Mm.
they're not aware of because they, even when they go into this moment of intimate sexual relationship with somebody, they go there, they see these fantasy things, but they don't feel anything in the body.
Mm.
Okay. So we want to help them to feel every little thing they see of the beauty out there into the body, which part. And this is what the present, that special gift that SC brings, which is learning how to be present. I know it's being present is Asia, from the Orient, this millions of years, that's what has been taught. But this somatic experiencing modality is bringing it again, reminding us of it again in a very practical way.
Yeah.
Present. Yes. Are you? No, I'm not here, but I can feel myself out there and I'm very happy out there. Yeah. But right now I want you to be here. And then we can explore over there and come back here. And we explore over there and we come back here. Here is where the body is,
Yeah.
this body.
What an adventure that we go on.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly. So that's what I do. And that's it. That's enough. Talk about sexuality. We're talking about our body and being alive. Huh?
Mm.
This
Mm.
body is alive. There's no different type of pleasure.
Mm.
It's all one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We experience it in different things, in
Mm.
different forms, but it's the same pleasure.
Mm. Suddenly we are turned on by our own existence. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I never enjoyed just a breath.
Yeah. Yeah. And those are the tools that somatic experiencing uses.
Yes,
What we have,
yes,
the breath,
yes.
sound, so simple.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, things that we have an access to
Yeah.
that we never thought. We are so fixated of trauma that we never really realize that we have them right next to us. Yeah,
Yeah. For free.
for free.
Yeah. Amazing. Oh,
Amazing.
incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. What an offering and what a gift that we can, yeah, offer this together to our community and
Yeah.
our people to discover
Yeah.
that spark again, which then turns into a whole bonfire
Yeah.
and burns away all the layers of pain and shame, because that's ultimately the pain that is being revealed is that shame. There's
Yeah.
something wrong with us, this idea, this belief that there is something fundamentally
Yeah.
wrong with us, and to meet that and see that that is not true and that we are
Mhm.
whole and complete and perfect just the way we are.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to share also about your organization in Brazil that you're very much involved with somatic experiencing and Peter Levine, and then you also have your own organization.
Yeah.
Of,
Right. Yeah. I also have this that of course AFYA Holistic Healing Center. But the women we started with they're running it when I'm traveling. So it
yeah,
goes on. If there's anything I need to attend online, I attend them online and
yeah,
stuff like that. But also we have, of course, we have also Family Constellation. I didn't get into that. That's another one, maybe another time.
yes.
We go into that
Next
because we
podcast.
come back. Today it's good to stay with somatic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't want it to be too long. Next time we can do another one and we stay with Family Constellation, which these two modality they really work together very well. So, and another center is the same thing. They have so many other modalities, including Family Constellation and somatic.
Mm.
Mm. And then they have mud therapy. They
Oh,
pack you with mud therapy
oh,
to
wow.
kind of help the body. If the body has been suffering so much, you pack it with mud, the earth, and the earth take away everything you've been carrying on.
Wow.
Mud and herbal medicines. And you come out, you drink all this tea. Or the mud itself is already mixed with herbal medicines.
Mm.
Yeah, ear waxing. You have fire coming out of the ear and you clean out, also many, many, many things. And then we have all kinds of massages. We have food, natural food. We have so many different things there at the center.
Yeah.
So people are welcome to it.
Yeah. Beautiful. What a
Yes.
what a gift. And that's for the Brazilian, a lot of Brazilian community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come to from different parts of Brazil or also from just the area. We have the community around the area that they come to anytime they feel like they need. And then we have from time to time we have people from other parts of Brazil. Then we also have people from other countries that come, spend some days, yeah,
Um,
for healing, yeah. Uh-huh.
Beautiful. Well, we will put all the links and people can go and
Yes, you can go and visit it. Yes, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
thank you so much, Efu.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I would love to continue this conversation, but I also feel we covered a lot in this time. Was a
Yeah,
really a very beautiful introduction, and even including a taster. I want a direct experience of somatic experiencing was
Right.
right.
We didn't plan it. Yes, exactly. It just
I
happened.
loved it. Yes. Yes. A lot of yawning and burping and releasing and just
And releasing and organizing. I could see your face was completely relaxing, changing. And I felt it here too. To the point I felt it to the point I felt like, I think this is enough. That's how we make decisions,
Yeah, exactly.
by checking the
Trusting.
pattern.
Yeah, trusting. Yeah. Mm, beautiful. Thank you so much, Efu. Is there anything else you want to share, or you feel complete?
Complete.
Complete. Complete. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone who is listening and watching and joining us here in this conversation. We love to hear from you. We love to have you with us for the upcoming journey that we will begin November 4th. Actually, we just confirmed now the beginning. November 4th is a very auspicious day where Jupiter, the Lord of teaching and teacher, is exalted in the Vedic astrology. And so it's a very auspicious day to start. If you want to have a taster of how it would be with us in this container, we will have Navaratri, the 9 nights of the Goddess Festival, a free online festival from September 22nd to October 1st, where we will have daily rituals and our teachers will be sharing there. And thank you so much. Wishing you to take home these jewels and explore the world of healing and wellness. Thank you so much. Oh.
From my heart to yours, deepest gratitude for your presence. May you follow your wildest dreams, live your highest purpose, and expand into the infinite, because that's what you are.